Hey, and welcome to Catch Up with Sonny. Look who's here, Kat. She was the one playing the guitar. Just as a little bit of an intro music there, because
really didn't have to tell them that.
oh, okay, fair enough. But yeah, I wanted to. I want to play some music at the beginning of these things, and last time around when I had Zach as a guest, I played some of his music from Full Effect, and got a copyright claim because of it. That's I did not expect that, so I didn't want to use that again. And then Kat was so kind and offered that she would play a little bit of an intro music and just grab the guitar there.
Yeah, but it seems like I've forgotten everything I've ever learned. So it was just like two chords and then panic.
Panic. Fair enough. And yeah, Kat is gonna be joining the stream for a little bit. Just as long as you'd like, of course.
As long as you have me.
Okay, sure. Then I didn't announce this with the stream, but
Surprise.
surprise. So instead of a ask me anything, this is gonna be a ask us anything stream. It's not gonna be that long, at least compared to the last couple of catch up with Sonny's. That's been about two hours plus 2 hours. The last one with Zach, where we just kept on talking and talking and talking and talking some more because we're just really good at doing that. But hey, that's this one is as advertised. Is gonna be about, first off, as per usual, gonna do a little WandaVision non-spoiler review, and then this week's episode, of course, episode 4. What was it called? Why have I already forgotten that?
We interrupt this program.
We interrupt this program. Yes, quite the fitting title actually, without spoiling anything. And then I am also gonna be talking about some Star Wars stuff as per usual, because there are some rumors out there that that Knights of the Old Republic 3, it might happen. So yeah, we're gonna get into that, maybe some more Star Wars stuff, and then I encourage all of you guys to put in your questions. Of course, you're welcome to do it in the chat, but we will also encourage you to do it through Streamlabs, where you can donate a little bit to the channel while doing so, and help us stay alive and help this channel growing and keep going, and so that we can do more stuff like this in the future as well. It all it helps a lot, because this is what I do for a living. And then of course we also have some links down in the description below. You can see Patreon, Twitter, Twitch, and it would be awesome if you would follow us or give us a follow on those platforms as well. I just noticed that this thing is mirrored, so it says Star Wars backwards up there on the thing. Maybe I should try and see if I can unmirror it. Nope.
Yes.
See, I can't. I don't know the difference between vertical and horizontal. Apparently.
Horizontal. It's.
Yes, the horizon.
Yeah.
Did it do that?
Nope.
Now it did. Okay. And now you can't even see the Star Wars thing anyway, because the catch up with Sonny is kind of blocking it. It is what it is. But yeah, welcome to Catch Up with Sonny. This is the fourth show that I am doing, and now being joined by Kat, which is awesome. Hubel, you maniac. Ah, dude, I love you, buddy. How in the... Thank you so much.
Yeah, you sure want to keep this channel going.
Yeah. Like, you are one of our absolute biggest supporters, and you are essentially also a producer of everything we do with how much you've been supporting us. Wow. And yeah, it actually saying Sonny Wars now. I don't mind that.
Sonny Wars?
Sonny Wars. The Sonny Wars.
How many of you are there?
Oh yeah. Just me. Here at least. Yeah, wow. Okay, thank you so much, Hubel. And the question that you asked it's a simple one to answer. That how are we doing today? We're doing all right. It's been a very, very busy week. If you hadn't noticed already with some of the of our updates and stuff like that, you are working pretty much full time, 2 jobs, on top of us trying to do reaction still, and you've been swamped a lot.
Yeah, the whole coronavirus situation. It just it requires me to do a lot more preparation work. And now it has been prolonged all throughout February, so it's gonna be some really long, tough weeks.
Yeah, the lockdown is just prolonged even more, even longer, and I'm sure wherever you guys are from, guys watching, you know the situation, staying at home and just trying to fucking keep sane with everything going on in the world and in your own lives. And you
upstairs neighbors,
upstairs neighbors, and just neighbors in general. Like, yeah, you know the deal with us as well. A lot of people are at home right now, and we're all just slowly losing our minds. but yeah, your jobs, at least, like new jobs, that's also a part of the challenge, at least, and then like teaching classes and then having to do it online with classes that are better suited for the classroom, I should say.
Yep. Like it's perfect with biology because my students are actually they like the format that I'm just basically just telling them a lot about biology, and then they answer some questions to kind of sum up of what they learned. So that's perfect for them. But everyone who has chemistry thinks it's so hard. And especially if I can't really write it on the whiteboard, so it's very hard for them to kind of follow along because it's just basically just me talking for.
Yeah, trying to keep their interest for about 45 minutes at a time per lesson,
approximately,
yeah. But as far as I know, like many of the students attended class today, at least almost all of them.
At least the biology class.
At least the biology class. Well, that's good. That's good. All right. Also, do want to say cheers because we're just getting into the weekend. I make myself a little drinky poo here, and
I have It was supposed to be a lemonade, but I think they forgot to put in the lemon.
So it's pretty much just sugar water. This is a whiskey and Coke, because I like that stuff. So cheers to all of you guys out there, now that we are getting into the weekend.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh, yeah, I put plenty of whiskey in that. All right.
You're not that late, Will, actually.
No, you're not that late at all. We were late. This stream started way too late. But then I had a little surprise. Or we had a little surprise, I should rather say. And sorry if like the camera goes out of focus once in a while. Don't quite know why it is doing that, but I'm so happy to see all of you guys in the chat, everybody watching. Welcome once again, and I also want to encourage you once again to, if you want to ask questions, because we are doing a Ask Us Anything. It was supposed to be a Ask Me Anything, but now it's an Ask Us Anything stream today. So you can submit your questions through Streamlabs. And the link is up there, or you can look in the description and just follow it and donate a little bit to the channel. We've already, like, it's not that we have a daily goal or anything, but if we did, we probably already reached it because of one Mr. Hooplehead USA, who's just being our biggest supporter, and we love you, man. We love you. Thank you so much for being a part of our community. We really, really appreciate you, and we appreciate all of you guys. So let's get into like the first order of business here.
Yes.
WandaVision.
Yes, and very quickly, because I saw someone mentioned it in the comments. Very nicely spotted, because yes, this is very much. It is
an homage
to Geraldine and her very beautiful blue makeup. Unfortunately, I couldn't pull it off as beautifully as her, but it's impossible because she's one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. So there's that. But definitely, this is. Inspired by her.
Yep.
So, nicely done.
Nicely done. Sorry, I'm just gonna move the table a little bit closer to us, just because I like having more control. And oh, now you can see the Star Wars thing, but now we are a little bit okay. Sorry, I actually kind of like the Sonny Wars, so let me just yeah, sorry about this. It's still a work in progress.
Did you see that?
Oh, hey!
Major Dad.
Hey, Major Dad donated. Oh, and he's asking some questions, or a question that is related to the Star Wars game. So, but yeah, let's just answer that straight away, because that is how we do with the Streamlabs. If you do send in one, then we are gonna get to it straight away. Do you miss Star Wars Galaxies? I do. Any new Star Wars games on the way? By the way, thank Hubel from Major Dad and cheers. In Dark and Stormy. Of course he's drinking a Dark and Stormy. That's like his favorite drink. And now he can make it at home as well. The camera keeps going out of focus.
Sorry, it's me. I think I'm moving around.
Moving around too much. Be still! No. Yeah, I really, really, really miss Star Wars Galaxies. I've told you about that many times, like how much fun me and Major Dad had with that game back in the day. I don't know if any of you guys out there have played it. It's kind of an old game by now, but it was an MMO, a Star Wars MMO. Came out before the World of Warcraft days, and it was based on, I think it was called Adventure Quest or something, an even older game, and it was just fucking amazing, where you didn't have to choose like a specific class from the get-go. You just chose a race and a planet you wanted to start on, and there were many planets to choose from, like Tatooine and Corellia, and why am I forgetting more of them? I think Dathomir was there as well. Many planets. Or was it Dathomir? No, it wasn't Dathomir. It was Dantooine. I think that was one of them as well. It's been a long while since I've played the game. And you chose your race and the starting planet, as I said, and then you could just go explore. Like, there were no set courses. Like, you do pretty much anything, and you could even team up with people and create a guild, create your own village with like businesses and a city hall and a starport as well, so you could travel off world. And it was just, building a community in that space was just, oh, I miss it so much. And becoming something like a Jedi in that and in that game, and I should say the time frame was around the Galactic Civil Wars. So, Empire, Rebel days, and there weren't a lot of Jedis around then. So it just made sense that there weren't Jedis running around all over the place, and you couldn't choose Jedi as a starting class. But you could become a Jedi if you found holocrons and solved, the holocrons, yeah, that was really, 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 really difficult. It was such a difficult thing to do. And once you did become a Jedi, if you were really putting in the time and the energy to do so, then yeah, you would be way more powerful than all the other players. But if you got killed 3 times, that's it. Your character got deleted. So yeah, there's tough times,
business.
Tough business, man. And bounty hunters would be on your ass 24/7 because you are worth a lot of money all of a sudden. Yeah, you can just hear my enthusiasm talking about that game. I miss it so much, and they just changed up the whole thing when World of Warcraft came out, because then every MMO just had to be like World of Warcraft, more simple and geared towards kids. So they did that with Star Wars Galaxies, and all of a sudden you could choose a Jedi from the get-go, and you had to choose a class. And it was just not a lot of fun anymore. People left it, and now the game is pretty much dead, except for some private servers out there with people who are still keeping the old version of the game alive. And I've been wanting to get into it again, but then again, I also know that it's way too time consuming, and I'm busy as it is. So I wouldn't
Sucks being a grown-up, huh?
Yeah, it really sucks being a grown-up. Yeah, I wish I was a kid again. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, thank you so much for the question and for the donation there, Major Dad. But now, as we said, first order of business was WandaVision. Episode 4, we interrupt this program. That was the title, right? Yeah. I really enjoyed this episode. Without giving too much away, it's different than the first 3 in a lot of ways. But we're still following the whole situation there with what's going on. But now we're also starting to fill in some of the blanks, at least, I should say. And it is difficult to talk about it, non-spoiler wise. So if you don't want to know anything at all, then maybe just mute it for about 5 minutes or something, or just because it did seem more MCU like the MCU that we're more used to in a way. And the third episode did end with us seeing what was on the other side of the WandaVision sitcom reality that's going on, with Geraldine or Monica Rambeau being yeeted the fuck out of there. And then, we kind of got to see some more from that side of things. And that was really nice. I enjoyed it. I don't know about you guys, but I've seen different takes out there. Like, some people really, really enjoyed this episode and are very happy that it was a bit different than the first three. And then I've also seen people saying, like, no, they really enjoyed the way that they were doing the first three. And now that it's more the MCU that we are used to, they're kind of losing interest. So I get both of those takes. But what about you? Like, how did you like the episode compared to the first three?
I don't know. It's I think I might actually be one of those who actually liked the whole sitcom setting.
Mm-hmm.
And not because I like sitcoms. I can't stand sitcoms. Mostly, or especially the ones with the laughing track and everything. But something about the first three episodes and the setting of this weird mystery sitcom world, right? It was just, there was just something about it I found incredibly compelling, and especially because it felt like the actors were having fun. That it felt like it was fun for them, that they were just, it was their playground, like their artistic playground, and it was just something about that I really liked.
Both Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany, they really got to stretch their comedic muscles in the first two episodes, and I really enjoyed watching that, because they, like, both of their characters have been before more serious all the time, because there's a lot of tragedy involved, of course, with Wanda, and then Vision being what Vision is. It doesn't necessarily all the time leave a lot of room for a lot of comedy, a lot of levity. We did get some in, like, Civil War, and even in Age of Ultron when they were introduced. There's that very famous scene with that the Avengers are gathered and now Vision is there, and then Vision just hands the hammer to to Thor, and they've had that whole running gag throughout the movie with only a worthy person can lift the hammer, and then Vision just lifts it like no problem at all, hands it to Thor, and Thor's just like, what? Excuse me? And so there's of course levity, and there's levity in all the MCU properties. But all in all, I enjoyed the fourth episode. I also enjoyed the first three very, very much. It is just different, and now we are getting more into business as usual when it comes to the MCU, and also seeing some faces maybe that we've seen before in some of the movies. I enjoyed that a lot. So that was WandaVision episode 4, our non-spoiler review. We did watch it today, and I just also want to say, I do want to apologize to all you guys out there, and especially the people on Patreon who were supposed to get The Legend of Korra yesterday. We just didn't have time.
It's my fault. It's just I've been working tirelessly this week, and I've had I've been so busy, and I haven't really had time to sit down and watch reactions. So it's all my fault, and blame me for it.
I've been busy, and all of, like, my headspace at the moment is just weird, and I'm not sleeping well either. It's partly my fault as well that we didn't get started earlier, maybe, to like.
No, I wouldn't have made a difference, I think.
Either way, we couldn't watch it yesterday, so we watched Legend of Korra and WandaVision this evening, or late afternoon, no, evening. we watched them today, and then I've just put up Legend of Korra on Patreon, the full length version, and then I'm gonna get started on WandaVision after this stream, I think, and try and get it out as fast as I can, at least on Patreon, the full length, and then on YouTube as soon as I can get it done. It is scheduled for tomorrow, so if it comes out earlier than that, it'll just be a nice little surprise, but don't expect it until tomorrow, at the latest, at least, our reaction to that. All right. Then before we maybe get to some questions, if you guys have any questions, if you don't, then it's just going to be a really short stream. But we still do encourage you guys to put in your questions, because this we're still doing the Ask Us Anything, and we're going to try and answer just no matter what the question is, pretty much. But I also wanted to talk about these rumors, and we already kind of got into some Star Wars games there. Knights of the Old Republic 3. Those are the rumors. It's coming, maybe. We don't know from what studio. It's supposedly it's not EA or BioWare. That makes me a little bit nervous, because I don't know if Drew Karpyshyn, he's working on it, the guy who wrote Knights of the Old Republic, also wrote Mass Effect, by the way.
Oof.
Awesome dude.
Ooh.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Oh, that's BioWare, right? So,
Yeah.
Okay, great. So he is. It just means he's not under EA. He's actually BioWare.
Yeah, but BioWare is under EA.
Yeah, it was bought by EA, right?
Yeah, some years ago. I don't quite remember when that happened. Excuse me. But yeah, to those of you who don't know what Knights of the Old Republic is, it was an RPG that came out in the early 2000s from BioWare. Very, very, very popular game that kind of put them very much on the map. It was before they did Mass Effect, actually. And had a really cool story in it. I know a lot of people out there, it's one of their favorite Star Wars stories, because there's some twists and there's some turns. On the same level almost as The Empire Strikes Back. It was just such a good story, and I've been wanting kind of like a remake or an update of that game, so that new people can get into it with
please.
Updated graphics and character models, combat, all of that stuff. That would be really, really awesome if they choose to do that. That could also be what the project is, because it is just rumors, and it does seem a little bit weird to me if it's going to be Knights of the Old Republic 3, because would that mean that, okay, now the first two are going to be canon? Because at the moment they're not canon. The whole Old Republic era, no matter like it's how cool it is, and there's a lot of fans, who really love that era, it's still not canon. The furthest back that we've gone canon-wise is going to be the High Republic, which is only a couple of 100 years before Episode 1, I believe it is. Whereas the Old Republic is several thousand years before the movies. And yeah, it was just it's a very popular game, and then a second one came out, so yeah, if they're gonna do a third one, is it gonna be a continuation of the two that we got, or is it going to be something entirely new, a relaunch of that part of Star Wars, and they're gonna start over in a way and maybe reintroduce the story, or is it a remake? Like I'm open to all of it. At least I just want a Star Wars RPG. That's what I want. Again, because recently the Star Wars games have been, well, besides for Jedi Fallen Order, which I really enjoyed, and I think you enjoyed it as well.
Yeah, I did. I really did.
Yeah.
Well, it's a redhead Jedi and his cute little droid. What's not to like?
Yeah. Great Cal Kestis, great protagonist in that game, with a lot of interesting side characters, and I think they're gonna do a sequel to that, at least. Hopefully, we'll see. But I would just love a Star Wars RPG. I know we're also getting a open world Star Wars game from Ubisoft. Not quite sure that's going to be an RPG, even though there are more RPG elements definitely in the recent Assassin's Creed games compared to the early ones. but it's a branch of Ubisoft that's actually located in Sweden, if I'm not mistaken, who are going to be working on the game. And the only Assassin's Creed game that they did before that was Assassin's Creed Revelations, which is the last game in the Ezio Auditore trilogy, which you haven't played yet.
No, and I haven't played Brotherhood either.
Oh no, that's one of the best ones.
Yeah, I know.
If you ask me, at least. Oh, right. And we have a lot of people in the chat saying hola and hey, and always so good to see all you.
There's actually a very nice one a little bit further up.
Yes, let me just find it then. Can you spot it?
That one, for example?
Oh, from Planet Johnny. Don't have any questions. I appreciate your reviews and the emotion you have for the material, especially what is going on in The Expanse. Oh, yes, The Expanse, one of our absolute favorite series. And this,
absolutely, yeah.
This season is just, we are some of the people who, chef's kiss to this season, because it's very much focused on the characters. I do understand if you are one of those people like who are more interested in like the proto-molecule and the gates and the builders and what happened there, because they're not really addressing that a lot in this season. So I understand if that's what you're just waiting for them to get to, then this season might seem like a bit of a drag. But I would still argue that if you are invested in these characters, then this season is, character-wise, the strongest, or one of the strongest. Because it's really tense and there's a lot of suspense. And this previous episode is just
we're gonna talk about Expanse next week. Expanse. So don't get too deeply into
no.
There was one more.
One more. Sorry. Yeah. But yeah, we are going to, when season 5 wraps next week, final episode 10, Nemesis Games, I think it's actually going to be called, which is the title of the 5th book. Very fitting. So once that is done, then Catch Up with Sonny that week is going to be very Expanse-centric, at least for a portion of it. And then spoiler heavy as well, so we might do that like at the end of that stream, just so that the people who don't want anything spoiled or who aren't really interested in the Expanse, then they can be a part of the stream before that, and then we can get into all of that afterwards. Getting comfortable?
No. Or I'm trying to get more comfortable or less uncomfortable.
Fair enough. All right, okay, you had a Gwen? Oh, hey, first time on the live stream. Love your way of reacting to the shows you're watching, full of humanity and genuine emotions. Aw, thank you so much, Gwen. We try, at least, as much as we can to be good humans, even when we're just watching fictional stuff and trying to get into the nitty-gritties, and we don't mind sometimes talking about how it relates to the real world, maybe, and getting below the surface level, at least. That's what we like to do on the channel. Sometimes we have some very long discussions, very, very long discussions, maybe compared to others. But if that's your thing, then we're very happy that you guys, are watching that portion of our videos as well, beyond the reactions. All right, let's make it to the end here. All right, and I think we have some questions that are coming in the chat, and we're gonna try to like keep an eye on the chat and answer your questions. But I do, for the third time, I guess, reiterate that if you want to make sure that we get to your question or your comment, then you can submit it through Streamlabs up there, or the link is also down in the description, where you can just follow it, write your question or comment, and maybe donate a little bit to the channel. It helps us stay alive. I feel like I've been talking a lot, so cheers once again.
Cheers.
Clink, clink, or
Skål.
No clink. Skål.
My nephew just recently learned how to clink the glasses, and he loves it.
Oh, yeah.
So cute.
I should say that, your nephew is not that old.
No, he's tiny.
Teeny tiny. I don't even... How old is he now?
He's actually turning 2.
He's turning 2. Nice.
Right?
I think so. At least. Anywho, yeah. Time is a blur at the moment in these weird times. Like, I feel like when I talk about last year, I think about 2019. Like 2020 seems like something we just fucking skipped.
That would just yeet it out there.
Yeah,
Bye.
like Geraldine, just fuck off. Get out of our reality. Oh man. And I just see a quick comment here about the expansion. You gotta admit, Holden isn't doing a lot this season. Not yet.
No, I think they're saving him for season 6.
Yeah. Because usually he also has more to do with the whole proto-molecule thing, because he's kind of connected to that. So I expect to see more of him in the next season. This season has been more focused on Amos and Naomi, which I don't mind at all, because those two characters are just some of the best and well-rounded characters in sci-fi history, if you ask me, at least. And especially what we're getting this season.
And they're super interesting as well.
Very, very.
Especially Amos. He's basically a psychopath, but he's very aware of it. And I think that's really interesting. Holy! What's going on today?
Apocalypse! What the hell, man? Thank you so much. Is it payday or something?
It is, actually.
Is it? Oh, yeah, it is. Like, once again, time is just... it's an illusion. Dude, man, thank you so much. Oh, this
Your favorite cow.
Yeah. Oh man, oh dude, fuck. I don't even know what to say. All right. Okay, we do have some more questions, and you didn't submit a question, but I'm not gonna berate you for that at all. Thank you so much for supporting us and being a part of our community, being there every time I go online on Twitch and play some Cyberpunk or whatever. It's always nice to see you and hear from you. Thank you so much. All right. I did see someone posting a couple of times now. Ryan Johnson trilogy ? Okay, so yeah, it's a Star Wars question once again. Is that something we still want to see? I guess you don't.
I don't. If it has nothing to do with the Skywalkers, I would love to see what he has to offer. But he done did messed up with that one.
It's bringing up The Last Jedi is almost like bringing up politics.
Yeah, exactly, because you can really divide people.
You can really divide people. You definitely can. And I, like, when it comes to The Last Jedi, like, there are definitely some things in it that I think are pretty damn awesome. And, like, overall, if you take it out of context, it is a very well-made movie, very well acted. The effects and everything is pretty well done. It's just put it together with the rest of the Star Wars movies, and it's kind of it doesn't really fit at all. And he made it so that the Rise of Skywalker was just impossible to say if he even JJ tried, but a potential trilogy from him, I still wouldn't mind seeing that, because I think he is a very talented filmmaker. And Alex, thank you so much, you guys. And a happy smile. I'm glad you're happy. I hope that that's what it means. And you're also one of those people that are just a very dear member of our community, and I love seeing you in the streams as well. In the
Same.
comments. Yeah, been supporting us for a long while. And it's just I think we just have the kindest and the most awesome community here on the channel. Love you guys so much.
And what do you mean the 90s are still 10 years away? It's like, what wasn't that the 90s? Wasn't that yesterday?
Yeah, exactly. I still feel like something like 1999. It's not that long ago.
No, I'm still stuck there. Like I basically dress like the 90s. The only things most things I listen to is from the 90s. So it's like I'm basically just stuck in the 90s and never went past that. So
90s kids all the way.
What do you mean? It was 10 years ago.
Yeah. But yeah, just quickly returning to the Ryan Johnson thing,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing it still. I don't really know if it's going to happen just because we haven't really heard anything new about it officially, at least, unless, I know that there have been some interviews and some people asking him, and if you ask him, I guess like he would still say that, yeah, I'm still working on it. But yeah, we'll see. Like the only Star Wars movies that we really know for certain that we're getting is Rogue Squadron by Patty Jenkins, the Taika Waititi movie, and then also a movie produced by Kevin Feige from Marvel, from the MCU. And that one we don't really know anything about, and wasn't really a part of the big Lucasfilm rollout earlier this year, where they announced all the series as well with the movies and all that good stuff. Excuse me. Hey, Chloe. I see you. I see you. All right.
Oh yeah. By the way, we are Danes, so
Oh yeah, yeah. We most certainly are.
if you couldn't tell it from the accent.
Accents. Yeah. Thank you so much, Chloe. In class, but needed to stop by. Very thankful that you did. Very thankful that you did. Something that I wanted to say, and it just popped out of my head. Oh yeah, there's also like this is also like besides just being a bit of a busy day for us, it's also an exciting one, an important day, because we are part of the movie trivia Schmodown draft that's going into season 8 of the movie trivia Schmodown. The season 8 is called War, and it's going to be a big one. So many new competitors on top of all the old competitors. If you're a fan of the Schmodown, or if you've just seen a few matches, then like this season is gonna be crazy, crazy, crazy. Even if we don't get drafted, which is like, to be honest, not something that we're really expecting. Maybe just expecting the worst, hoping for the best. We'll see what happens. Either way, we just really enjoyed being a part of the community and the interviews. Like I put out a community post earlier today where I also put in a link to the different interviews that we've been on and the channels, the people that we've been talking to.
I think the draft is about, was it 5 p.m. PST?
5 p.m. PST, yes, exactly, which is 2 a.m. for us. But I'm gonna stay awake at least. I'm gonna be live streaming my reaction to it, I guess, over on Twitch. And you are very welcome to join me over there and help me stay awake, I guess, because it is the middle of the night. I'm sure I'm gonna manage it and staying awake, but I would love to have some company, even though, and I'm just gonna be sitting and watching it. Pretty much, and then we can talk about pretty much anything and everything while that is going on, and if it does happen, if the unthinkable does happen, if we get drafted, or maybe just one of us gets drafted, then we're probably gonna have a bit of an explosive reaction, and I'm gonna try and go in and get Kat and wake her up and go like, "We got drafted! Holy shit!" Or "You got drafted!" Or "I got drafted!" Or something. If it happens, we'll see.
I am not the best person when I get with people wake me up. I am a bit of a dragon.
But if it's a good thing, you're hopefully not gonna breathe fire at me.
Maybe
a little bit, just a small fireball.
I'm just gonna mark, just not in your face, just beside you, just yeah.
Yes, just a small breath of fire there.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. But we are looking forward to it, at least, because besides being in the draft, we are fans of the thing, so we can't wait to see what's actually going to happen this season, who's going to be in what draft, and so on and so on. Oh, that's awesome. That is freaking yes.
Come on, boys.
Don't know if you know, handball is a very big thing here in Denmark, and our team just made it to the finals of the World Championship, which is won the semifinal against Spain. So we're going up against, no big surprise there, Sweden. our longtime rivals. Damn, that's awesome. Okay, I'm just gonna read it out. Major Dad, who just sent in another donation. Thank you so much, Dad. Woot! Denmark just won the semifinal in World Championship, and they are now ready for the final. Just wanted to share with your community and you. And yes, hashtag draft them Danes. Yes, that's the hashtag that's been going around when it comes to us in the Schmodown. That's really cool. That's awesome. That's, yeah. It's hopefully going to bring some, like, or going to brighten the moods of people here in Denmark a little bit. Because with the extension of the lockdown and everything, people are very tired. I get that. But they can also be a bit unreasonable, a bit mean. And some people are calling our Prime Minister? Prime Minister, yeah. What was I trying to say? Yeah, our Prime Minister trying to call her like a dictator or something, where it's like, no. Then you don't know what a dictator is. We're doing pretty well here in Denmark. Fucking lax.
It's just like, it's almost like the lockdown is just bringing out the worst in people.
It is, and I'm sure some of you guys out there, you know how people can get during this lockdown. We're all tired of this fucking shit, and we want to get out there. We want to travel again, and like if we can't go to our jobs, we want to do that like properly, and it's just can always go on and on and on about how shitty this is, but it is good to focus on the nice things once in a while. And a nice thing then being for us and for our country is that we've now made it to the finals in the handball world championship.
Yeah, and hopefully it can like unite the people again just a little bit, because it's just it's so dividing
tiny bit,
all the
please,
time.
Please.
Everyone is so divided, and it's almost like it's getting worse by the day.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, well, handball is a big thing in Denmark, and last championship Denmark won. Like, it was like a whole, like, Denmark throughout the whole thing, through the whole competition, they just played like a level above everyone else.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that was really nice. Hopefully, well, they haven't been that great.
They've been pretty dominant
but
this time around. It was a very close one with with Egypt in the last round before they made it to the semifinals against Spain. That was way too exciting, because it was just going into overtime and then overtime again and then to penalty. No,
isn't it called like penalty?
I think it is, at least, and then we won by one. So that was a bit too close, but other than that, we've been pretty dominating, I should say. And then, as Kat said as well, like our team is the defending champions in handball. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I used to play it as a kid. Actually, for 4 years I played handball. So I was actually getting pretty good.
Yeah, I tried it a few times, and I sucked at it, like I did with most other sports. The only sport that I've ever been just slightly good at, involving like a ball at least, is volleyball. I kind of knew how to do that. And then...
It's also very fun.
It's a lot of fun. And then for me, it's just skiing. That's my big love. That's the only thing I really know how to do, and the only thing that I can't do in Denmark, because we have no mountains. It's fucking flat as
and
pancake.
No snow.
And not a lot of snow. It is like the temperature at the moment is, so that if it started snowing, it would probably stay for a while, because it's so fucking cold. And like there are like snow on top of some of the cars and houses and like the grass and stuff, just a little bit. But yeah, shit. How are all you guys doing? Oh,
it's just ska vi se hvad? Ja, skal vi.
True Targaryen 2012 have to run. Sending you both love and hope you have an enjoyable stream. Thank you so much. We already are, and I'm already enjoying it so much more because Kat is here, and I didn't expect that at all. She just like kind of before I started the stream, like, do you want me to be a part of it? I was like, oh fuck, I haven't told people, but sure, yes, that'll be a nice surprise. Love to do that. All right, so yeah, if you guys have any more questions to us, still doing the Ask Us Anything, and we're gonna try and look at the chat as much as possible. we have received some big donations today, so it's not like we are yearning for, oh, please give us money or anything. If you want to donate through Streamlabs, then you're more than welcome to do so. But other than that, just please try and post something in the chat, and then we'll try and get to it. Nothing is really off limit. If it's too rowdy of a question or something, we might skip it. But yeah, just feel free to ask us anything for the remainder of the stream, for however long that's going to be. I said it was going to be a short stream, but you know me, I can keep talking and talking, so it might still go on for just a little bit. I do also want to get to some editing, because I want to get the WandaVision reaction out to you guys as quickly as I can, even though it is still scheduled for tomorrow. And then some hours from now, I'm going to be doing the live reaction to the Schmodown draft over on Twitch. I will put out a notification video thing as I usually do when I go live on Twitch with that, and I would still be very happy if you join me there if you are at all interested in the Schmodown and want to support our involvement in it, or potential involvement in the thing. All right. Oh, I think we have one here from Oba Smith. I see at least a question mark, so it must be a question. As you like sci-fi, how about SpaceX? Are you following what they are doing? Not really, actually. Have you at any point?
No, I get some updates here and there, where it's like, hey, they did it. They put people in the...
They put something up there.
Yeah. Or this launch has been delayed, or... something like that. I've like only what people hint or link it. Yeah.
What people are sending to us.
Yeah.
But we are definitely interested in stuff like that. It's really, really intriguing what we can do and what the future holds when it comes to out there and humans going out there as well. That's awesome. Another...
It's okay, Alex. Bye. See ya. See you later.
Alex says, you have to go. Appointment. Fair enough. Thank you so much for the donation once again, and thank you so much for being here as always. I saw another question. What time is the draft? The draft is 5 p.m. PST. That would make it 8 p.m. EST, and for us it's 2 a.m. CET. So a little bit late on our end, but we're night owls, so we're kind of used to it, or I am kind of used to it anyway. You're getting up a little bit earlier, or you have to get up a little bit earlier sometimes. Maybe not tomorrow, but or maybe.
Have to work.
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 That too. I'm just seeing someone saying Grogu for president, and yes, we have Grogu right over there. I don't know if he wants to say anything. Maybe not right now. No, he's turned off.
And I saw Chloe. Hi. Go back to class. Have fun.
Yes.
And I'll see you soon.
Oh, and that sounds awesome. Yeah, thank you. Oh, yeah. Seems like she's going to be joining me later over on Twitch. So looking so much forward to that. You always keep me very entertained. Grogu! It's amazing that there are people out there who still think the world is flat.
I mean, what can you do? They won't believe in science, so just...
That's one of the weirdest things still to me. It's just how can you be that... We don't want to be mean to people in general. You know us. Like, we try to be understanding and like empathetic towards everybody, even if we disagree with them. But that is just hard for me to wrap my head around, how people can think that the world or the earth is flat and we are inside of a dome or something, and every piece of evidence they see is just, no, it's been fabricated. So it's like short of like taking them and putting them all into a shuttle and then launching them up to space. Like, I don't even know if that will convince them They'll just
Probably not.
come up with like, oh, it's just a simulation and blah 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 or something like that. Some people you just can't convince at all. Like they've just got that tinfoil hat just on way too tight, way too tight.
But I think there are people out there. There are also someone called there's something called solipsism, and it's a very interesting theory that you can only rely on yourself and your own senses. So it's a bit spacey, I think, because that means you don't believe in certain things in space, like you don't believe in black holes because you can't see them. You don't believe in like cells because you can't see them in a without a microscope. But
then again, a lot of those people will believe in God, even though they can't see him.
Not necessarily.
No, I know.
But it's just very interesting that these people, they would also think that because you say it and I'm not the one who's saying it, then I can't trust what you're saying because I haven't seen it with my own eyes. I haven't, like, it's not come through me. So it's this very, I would like to say narrow-minded view that only you and yourself.
What you see, what you experience, your own reality.
It's the only reality.
Yeah. That's also one of the theories out there, that like we all have each of our own reality, and what is beyond that is like nothing is a certainty. Like the only thing that is for certain is what you yourself know and what you're seeing, what you're experiencing. Everything around that might be a simulation. Like we might be in the fucking Matrix. Like who knows?
But we can't know.
No, we can't.
So it's really interesting.
I guess it is. And it's just up to our very talented or hardworking scientists to try and figure stuff out. And even then, people will not believe scientists a lot of the time because I can look that up on the internet myself. We're just like, no, dummy. you don't have an education. But yeah, fuck it. We're not
don't
gonna
even
get
get me
that.
started on that one.
No.
The Dunning-Kruger effect. It's okay. I just saw. I think it was Hubel who asked me whether I have dyed my hair red ever. And yes, I had both had it like an orangey ginger, reddish, like a
yes,
chestnut kind of red. I have also had it like red, like I can't even describe but like a true red. It didn't stick for long. I had it for like 2 days, and then the red color was basically already washed out.
Like a stop sign red or something. Maybe.
Yeah, like a
postkasse. Yeah, Deadpool red.
I think that might even have been a little bit too dark.
The only reason I'm saying that is just because I look to my right and we have like a Deadpool swear jar over there with his head where you can put in money, and then I was just, oh, that's red.
Yeah. Yeah. Like a true red. I've had that one as well. So yeah.
And then Hubel saying, wait, we're not in the Matrix? Blue pill or red pill? Oh, there's a question from Primark. Kat, were you nervous the first time you dyed your hair?
Not really.
No.
I dyed it blonde. I was already blonde, so I couldn't really see that I dyed the hair.
Dyed it more blonde?
Yeah, exactly. It was the exact same color. I dyed in the exact same color as my hair. So, and that was the first time. And from then on, I never really been nervous. It's just like, those people that they dread to go to the hairstylist because they're so afraid of getting their hair cut or something like that. And I have never had that. Oh, well, once or twice maybe I've been disappointed, but it was just like because my fringe was cut badly, and yeah, there was just I've always been that kid that was just excited to go to the hairstylist. Always been excited to go because I don't know. I like a bit of change, and I've always liked to change it up. And especially, it's been like a coping mechanism of mine. Every time I felt down or something, I felt like something had to happen. And one of the things that that was less hurtful, painful to do, and was quick to do, and was easy to do, was just dyeing my hair. And I had very short hair for throughout when I was 14, I think from when I was 14 until the age of around 20, I had very short hair. So
Sorry, Boba
yeah,
Fett wanted to see the baby, and I can't deny Boba Fett anything. He's gonna come after me. Come on.
why would?
I think I know why Roku, like his skin is like looking a little bit weird. It's because I got the chroma key on. Because usually, usually when I'm doing streams, or like the settings on the Streamlabs, it's yeah, I have a green screen behind me because I'm playing. You're just in a mood, aren't you? All right, seems like, yeah, okay. I'm just gonna put you down. Just one more time. Yeah, exactly. Happy Grogu. All right. Going back on your spot. See if I can place him all the way out there so maybe you can see him a little bit. Just a teeny tiny bit. Yeah, there we go. Aww. Dang, I didn't know it did all that stuff. He does.
He does.
Hoople. It's my 250 donation. Cumulative. I always have issues with that word. Is that towards the 1,000 total for Sonny to dye his hair purple like his cyberpunk character? We could maybe do something like that, because my mom is a hairdresser, so it's not it's not difficult for me to get like my hair done. Like, I don't have to pay for it necessarily. I don't know how difficult or how easy it would be to dye my hair purple. Maybe she's watching at the moment. Maybe she can answer that question if that's something she would be able to do. Although I'm sure she would be like, no, I don't want to do that, because I'm sure she likes my hair the way it is, which I do as well.
Worst case scenario, you can just take it off again.
The hair?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, that was my my philosophy. If I
That's true.
ever didn't like what I did to my hair, I could always just buzz it off. Never had a buzz cut though, unfortunately.
Oh, hey, somebody donated $5. Oh, awesome. All right. In the old days, the world was flat. Politicians was trustworthy. It snowed in winter, and so on. That is just how it is. What does my tattoo on my left arm say? And the catster has to answer. Oh, what my tattoo on my left arm say? Or you can put it in the normal chat if you actually meant my tattoo or your tattoo, and we have to guess your tattoo, because that would be difficult. Oh, thank you, Hoople. You like the whole the long hair. Thank you so much. And now there we go. There's my mom. No, please don't do that.
Please don't do that.
I knew she would say something like that. Don't do anything with your hair. I know. I remember asking her. I've had my hair dyed. Well, when I was really young, I had like some blonde streaks in my hair at one point, because that was very popular, and 90s. Was it the 90s when I had that? It might have been. And then at one point I had my hair dyed black for some reason. I didn't think it was dark enough. Like, it's plenty dark. I don't know why I wanted to do that. But still, she did it. So, and I'm sure she wouldn't want to do anything like making it purple. Even though purple, I know, is her favorite color, because Prince. Come on, it's his color. Let's be real here. But Mrs. Olsen, it is the will of the people. Oh yeah. We got one here. Oh, Jared, hello from Canada, and lots of love as well. Oh, thank you so much, all the way from Canada. I love your country, man. Like, been there and stayed there and lived there for a little bit.
Loved it.
And loved it. Worked there as a ski instructor from 2013 to 2014. I was living there, and I really enjoyed it. British Columbia, that was where I was. And stayed in Vancouver for a while as well. That's just one of my favorite cities ever. I really, really, really want to bring Kat there, or we can go there at one point together. Not right now, obviously, because we can't go anywhere. Can't travel, can't do nothing.
It's just that
shit.
There are scary animals.
No.
Yeah.
You don't It's because I told her this one story, and I should never ever have told her that when I was walking home from the bar at one point at the ski resort I was working at. And right as I was just walking across a big parking lot, I was just checking my emails and stuff, and then there was an email from the staff up there that said, "Oh, we've had a cougar sighting near the parking lot. Be aware." And I was just fucking all alone walking across the parking lot, and I just got fuck me, shit. Okay. And I knew, because I've heard some stories and I've seen videos and stuff, that don't run. Just whatever you do, if there's a cougar nearby, don't fucking run, at least. So I just walked very fast home, but of course there was nothing happened. I never saw anything. The only animal that I ever really saw that was potentially dangerous was a moose. Which, those are very dangerous, but just don't fucking honk at them with your car, because if you go up against a moose with your car, the moose will win, unless you're in a really big truck or something, I guess, or in a tank. Those things are big, but when it came to wolves and bears, they're more afraid of you than you are of them, and just make a lot of noise.
And bears are in hibernation.
Yes, exactly. The staff told us where there were bears in hibernation, in the area, and that they're not doing any fucking thing. And then besides that, it's no nasty insects or anything. It's just such a nice country. We will go at some point. We definitely will.
I know there are wolves in Denmark, but they're not right here on this island. So I don't have to be afraid of them. We only have the foxes.
The foxes, yeah. And you are weirdly afraid of foxes. Even though they probably won't do anything.
You say weirdly.
Okay, no, sorry. That was, no, I didn't mean to be mean or anything. But I also get it, because they might have rabies and shit. And you never know what they'll do. I did see one the other day, actually.
No,
outside the building, around the trash cans.
Why are you doing
and it
this
stopped
to
up,
me?
and it was just standing still and just staring at me for a little while. And I was staring back at it, and then I thought, oh, I'll take a picture. And as soon as I did so, it took up my phone. It was I'll just wander off. So I didn't get a picture of it. Sorry, I shouldn't tell these stories because I'm just freaking Cat out.
I hate it. Not just like that time when you heard a weird sound, and then you just you sat out there, and then you heard a weird sound, and then you were looking down on the other side of the. Hvad hedder det?
Huh?
Derude for neden af.
Other side of the fence or something? Or
yeah.
The railing? Yeah, railing.
Yeah, on the other side of the railing, and there was a fox looking up at him. And he told me that. Sonny told me that.
Mistake.
Yep. And yeah, I know I haven't seen Fleabag, but people have been comparing me to that weird priest from Fleabag.
Huh? Oh.
Yeah. He hates foxes. It's the guy that plays Moriarty in Sherlock.
Oh, right, yeah. Fuck, what's his name again? I should know this, because if I want to be in the Schmodown, then Andy something? Is that right? Oh, fuck. And we recently saw him in Band of Brothers as well, very young. And he was in the second episode. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Andrew, maybe. I'm not quite sure. Now I that's I'm gonna have to look that up after the stream. Right. Do we have
Andrew
any
Scott? Is
more?
that?
Andrew Scott. Yes. It was Andrew. Andrew Scott. Perfect. Thank you, Jade. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Um,
Then I'll
you seen
try
that
and
one?
remember that. My mom and her friend have a funny story with a moose and a car. Oh, Jared, feel free
Funny?
to tell it if it is funny.
Or more like tragic? I don't know. Oh, this one
Oh,
is.
wait, we have one from. I was about to say Mako, but
Hey, Marco!
Mako, Make. I use a translator, but I'm afraid that this is not quite accurate. I want to say that I watched your videos and was satisfied with them, especially the reaction to the Chernobyl TV series. Thank you so much, and that was very accurate. Like that's no problem at all. Perfect, perfect. Yeah, that was one of the first things that we did on the channel, like after Game of Thrones, and this is the thing that kind of helped us gain like a lot of subscribers, and like it kind of like the channel kind of blew up a little bit with that. And I think it was also because like no one else was reacting to that series.
At
Like
that point, at
we were
least.
pretty much the first ones who did it, right when it came out, all like almost right when it came out, and then people started watching it and started realizing just how fucking amazing it was. It was only 5 episodes. I always forget it was only 5 episodes, but it left such an impression on us. And we still get the occasional comment that like everything in that series is a lie and is fabricated, and of course it's not a documentary. It's it's a series with actors, and it's been scripted and everything, and they made a lot of changes, but I'm sure not everything is fabricated. We're not going to get into that, but at least we enjoyed the series, and we're very happy that you enjoyed our reactions to it as well. And they have for a long while been our like most watched videos. But now Mandalorian season 2, episode 8 is or chapter 16 is getting there. It's making its way to the top, and I for one am quite happy about that, because I think that or you know at the time I was, and I know I shouldn't be, a little bit embarrassed about being so out there with my emotions, but I know I shouldn't be. It's just social conventions usually dictate that boys don't cry, but
Also, such a load of.
yeah, it's a load of BS. But it still lies there back there somehow, because that's just been the thing for such a long time. But thankfully now, the world is like, we're evolving as people. The world is slowly getting to be like, or people are getting more empathetic and understanding. Some people are, at least, and for some others, it's probably going the opposite direction, unfortunately. But yeah, just yeah, with the Mandalorian, it's yeah, that was a good one for us as well, just in terms of people watching and commenting, and seems like they enjoyed it as well. Oh, and we even have Soda Kurda 8112 also, yeah, commenting on that. Mando, loved your reaction. I felt the same, and it seems like a lot of people did. Seeing Luke Skywalker, and some would say the real Luke Skywalker, seeing him in his prime, ignite the green,
The right kind of green.
the right kind of green. I know this is not green, but it is a lightsaber that Luke did wield at one point, so I'm just gonna. Booyah! Oh wow, that looks weird.
Isn't it the chroma key maybe?
Yeah, it's a chroma key doing this, but it's almost making it look like a real lightsaber. Anywho, I'm just gonna put that back in its place, and then maybe you can see if there are any more questions.
There was not necessarily a question, just that Cosmos is saying, found you guys via your reaction to The Expanse, such an incredible show, and you echo a lot of my thoughts after each episode. All the best from the UK.
Aw, thank you so much, Cosmos.
Thank you.
That's awesome to know, and that you're enjoying it, and that seems like we agree on some things when it comes to that series. Yeah, and Hoop was saying, yeah, Chernobyl was rough. Such a good series, and off the animal episode. Oh yeah, that still hurts. With the dogs and the don't even want to dredge that up again. It was hard to watch, but still an amazing series. Oh, and we have Darth Talon saying hello there. Oh. I said it many times, but the genuine / authentic reactions of your videos, I'm sure, is what keeps people coming back. Oh, thank you so much. And that was from Fabian Di...
Fabian?
Oh, sorry. Fabian Di Tullio. Tullio. Sorry, it's just because the writing, it's a little bit small, but I guess I can make it a little bit bigger. There we go. Maybe no, it didn't get bigger, but but well, thank you so much.
You're always so kind to us.
Yeah, we really try to be, as genuine and authentic as we possibly can, as people just in general, and then on the channel and with the reactions too. Definitely no fake reactions here. We don't do that shit, even though people did, even with the Mando thing, like people were like, oh, this is fake. Or it's like, so you're basically just saying I'm a good actor if I can cry on cue. Oh, all right, I'm gonna take that as a compliment either way. And someone is asking about your job. So the 8112 as well. Yeah, how's your job, Cat?
It's it's tough. I gotta be honest with you. It's really tough. And it's not necessarily like the teaching thing or the science thing. It's just very hard to plan. It's very hard to plan ahead. It's very hard to for example, the students, will they have an exam this year? And should they have like a
regular exam? Like, how should they be? Like, under what conditions? Is it really fair to judge them the same way that you would, like under normal circumstances, because they can only do the online classes, and especially with the things that you're teaching in chemistry and biology, like it's way, like you need to do some hands-on stuff, and it's better in a classroom.
Yep.
So I totally get that and empathize a lot with just how difficult it is, and I don't envy you that position.
And it's not. I really love the students, and I want absolutely what's best for them. It's just so hard for me, especially as a new teacher, to kind of wrap my head around this whole situation. And I just want to go to the lab and have fun with them in the lab and try to explain chemistry in a fun way, instead of just sitting behind a screen and trying to tell them something where they just like, they can't really follow along, and at some point they just
zoning out.
And I really feel it, and I'm totally on the same level as them, because it's also hard for me, and I also feel like my motivation is just completely lacking, and my soul is slowly withering away. And I speak to them each week and say it's just getting worse and worse, and I know they are in the same boat, but at least we're trying to just do our best. And
that's all we can do, just in general, do our best with everything we're doing, even though it's difficult doing from home for a lot of people at the moment. Like, I'm in the fortunate situation that I would be doing this from home anyway. I do still miss going out. I miss seeing friends and going to like concerts and festivals in particular. That's and then of course traveling as a big thing, but it's still, we need to all pull our weight here and get through this together, and we can only do that if we try to stay home and not spread this fucking thing more than it already has. And I've even, like, we talked about like getting your hair done and stuff like earlier, and I've seen like people complaining so much online that, oh, that's like the biggest issue for me is that I can't get my hair done. What, really, that's your biggest issue? That's like the biggest thing you can come up with? I'm sorry, I don't want to belittle anyone's problems.
No, no, no.
I just want to. Who will you?
Oh god.
Oh my god, man. And that was a very specific number. This is to get my monthly total to 666. I love that, and I love you and your support. And speaking of helping each other, you are helping us out so much, dude. Like, oh, I have no words. I don't even know what to say to that other than just thank you 1,000 times, and we love having you. It's just, we're gonna repeat everything I said like when the previous donation, and this is the record, by the way. You definitely just broke the record when it comes to like donations on this channel for one stream. That's 100% sure. Yes, even that one time when that one person came in, donated $500 and then left. Like, you broke that today because we are past 500 in total.
Oh damn.
Yeah, that's dude. Yeah.
But I was actually one up here.
Oh, yeah, sorry. We got some more questions as well. Who will you? I love you, man, and can't wait to spend some time with you later on over on Twitch if you're gonna join there as well, and can't wait to go and meet you in real life when we can do that. When we can, yes. Looking so much forward to that, and you've already promised to show us some things, and yeah.
Show us around San Francisco.
Yeah, show us around San Fran. Like, yeah, we've been there once before, and we did not have, like, we only had 1.5 day or something there. Yeah, pretty much.
2 whole days, I think.
Yeah. One like, we slept there like one night, and that wasn't nearly enough because we love San Fran. It was such an awesome city, and the vibe of that city was yeah, we really want to go back and can't wait to do so that we can spend some time with you, like, in real life, because yeah, that's gonna be fucking awesome. Can't wait. All right, that one, okay. Oh, it's from Darth Talon. Okay, Sonny and Kat, what is your opinion about what Filoni confirmed about Mandalorian will 100% lead to sequels? I heard a little bit something about that.
I'm not sure I understand the question.
Is that they're gonna bridge the gap between what what's going on, like, after episode 6 and then all the way to the sequels.
Okay.
And I, for one, definitely don't mind that, because like, even like with all the things that I maybe didn't like about the sequels, they're still there. Like, that's our episodes 7, 8, and 9. They are canon. We just have to accept that. They're not gonna remake them. It's not gonna happen. I do not believe they would ever do that. No matter how many petitions get signed and stuff. And like, in some part of me, like, yeah, it would be nice if they remade them so that they made more sense overall, maybe. Just same vein as Game of Thrones, like the last couple of seasons there. But no, that's not going to happen, because that would be disrespectful to the people who actually worked on it, put in time and energy. And I just don't see that happening. So, yes, I definitely wouldn't mind them bridging the gap and just clarifying some of the things that maybe didn't make so much sense in the sequels, just like the Clone Wars did for the prequels. Like that, it improved upon the prequels a lot, the Clone Wars did, in my opinion. I know, like, you're one of the people who definitely, there are some things in the Clone Wars that you would have rather wanted them to not get into and not revive certain characters.
Yep.
Yep.
No more resurrections. I don't like those.
Yes, to quote
A certain very purple person.
yes, speaking
Or
of purple,
not
that
purple
purple
enough.
in the movies, maybe, but from the comics at least. You know who we're talking about. And that was very loud. Sorry.
Yeah, and they was right there.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. But at least I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind, bridging the gap a little bit and explaining some stuff and getting into some things, because I trust Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, what they're doing 100% so far. Like, they haven't let us down yet. And Filoni is like The thing that he's done in Star Wars that I like the least is the Clone Wars movie, but that was like the first thing he did, and then it just got better and better and better from there on. And now he's just the apprentice to the master, who is George Lucas. So yes, and you have another. And that's from. Well, it says RB, but I know who it's from. Sweel. Are you guys watching any shows on your own off camera at the moment? Not really any new ones, because it's just can't really. So much is happening. So when we do put on, you are actually, or you have been, but what we're watching
a lot,
yeah, a lot. But when we're sitting and eating our dinner or eating lunch or whatever, and sometimes we'll watch something while we're doing it, we usually put on something that we don't have to pay attention to 100%, and it's something we can just relax with. And right now, and probably forever, it will be Parks and Rec, something like that, or The Office. We've also been rewatching Avatar: The Last Airbender. But yeah, some of the series that you've been watching.
Yeah, I recently finished, watched and finished in like 3 days. I watched Freaks and Geeks. I love that show so much, and I'm so angry that that it was never continued. It was, and it was such a weird ending, and especially because I saw I think it's on Prime, Amazon Prime, and there it's shown in the production order. So the finale is actually like 3 episodes earlier than the last 3 episodes. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like
you watch them out of order, or at least
because it's shown on Prime. It's shown out of order. So I saw the ending before I saw the last 3 episodes, and it was just so weird, and it ended on a weird note. And
what the hell, Prime? Like, why would you do that? Put them up in the wrong order. That's like, I would be so mad if that happened to me as well. Yeah.
I really love Freaks and Geeks. I think it was fantastic writing and fantastic acting and really funny, and oh damn, I can't even. Linda Cod, the main character, she's so beautiful, and yeah.
And awesome. And then of course there's some other known faces from that one. Like that's where James Franco, Seth Rogen, and help me out. James
Franco?
No, not Marshall from How I Met Your Mother. Why can't I?
Jason Segel.
Jason Segel. Yes, exactly. And Sam Levine, who is one of the managers in the Schmodown. He has his own faction, the Usual Suspects, it's called. And he is a previous singles champion and teams champion in the Schmodown, and he was pretty much undefeated towards the end. He was, that guy knows a lot about movies. And he was in Freaks and Geeks as well. And he will happily bring that up. He was in Inglourious Bastards too, minor role. But
he was very famously cut out of the last half of this movie.
Yeah. He was supposed to be the guy with Eli Roth's character in the cinema, the ones shooting Hitler. And sorry, spoiler alert for Inglourious Bastards. It's not an old movie, but it's been out for a long time, so I hope you guys have seen it at least.
Yeah, and besides Freaks and Geeks, I also recently finished Taskmaster season 7, I think it was, or series. With my new favorite comedian out there, James Acaster. I think he's absolutely brilliant, and I think he's so funny, and yeah, I just love him, and he's like my new obsession. And then I watch RuPaul's Drag Race, both US and UK, because it's running right now, so it's being released. And tomorrow I have 2 episodes, and I'm so happy. I'm looking so much forward to it. I love it so much. It's Drag Race. If I could choose myself, I would be a drag queen. Like I have an inner drag queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Did we have any more? Dun, 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 dun. I've spent many hours watching all your great entertainment, so thank you. Thank you, Hubel,
Thank you.
just for being here and for watching. That's also, yeah. Ah, dude, you leave me speechless. Okay, what country are you guys from? Okay, someone already answered that. Denmark, yes. Small country, right above Germany and above like under like south of Sweden and Norway and ish.
It's the sweaty armpit of Scandinavia.
You could call it that, exactly. Small and flat country. Are there a lot of blondes in Denmark? Is from
Why? Does it matter?
logo. No, it's not trying to be mean or anything. Um, I guess compared to other places in the world, like Scandinavians, the typical Scandinavian, if you think about, just what we've been portrayed as in some movies and series, it's usually tall, blonde, and blue eyes. But it's not, look at me, I'm definitely not blonde, and I don't have blue eyes, and I'm not tall at all. So yeah, there's some blondes, and it's mixed, just like many other places in the world.
Yeah, perhaps the frequency of blondes might be bigger.
Yeah,
But that's it.
sure. And we had one from Sid, MWNSR. Sorry. Would you sometime in the future react to Attack on Titan? We get that quite a lot, actually.
Yes.
And yes,
At some point.
we most definitely will. And I for one can't wait to watch the series. It's just we've been doing the animation stuff and doing polls and first Avatar won out, and then Legend of Korra. So we're gonna do another poll, and then hopefully Attack on Titan will win, like after we've finished Korra, and then we can get into it because we hear a lot of good things about that series. And I think the fourth season, is it still going on, or has it wrapped up?
So. I think so. It was. I think some of it was released last year, and then it's continuously released this year.
Okay.
Or something. I'm not quite sure.
Fair enough, but I believe the fourth one is the last one, so it's 4 seasons in total. So it's not something like Naruto where I still have a long ways to go with that one, even though I'm enjoying it so much and making some headway there with a minimum of 2 episodes per week with Naruto. Yeah, and you of course know about that. You've already watched it, so you know how everything's going to pan out. But I'm still getting into it, and the arc that I'm in the middle of right now is just
it's a great arc.
Yeah, just watched episodes 77 and 78, and 78 might be one of my absolute favorites so far. It was just amazing. I remember just after I watched it, I walked like you were in the bedroom, and I just walked in there with a big smile and just like, that was so awesome. All right. Dun, 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 dun. And sorry. Okay. Yep, you're allowed to just say it. Sorry, I didn't notice. We have another Streamlabs from Thermo Logo. If you can, explain what Kat was doing with her science stuff a couple of months ago. Oh.
I don't know.
Was it the thing that I think it was where some of the stuff that you were working on was used in a like a documentary program thing on television?
Yeah, but I haven't really showed that to anyone. I don't know if that's the what's been asked for.
No, yeah. But at least
'Cause I didn't do science 2 months ago or a couple months ago.
No, or maybe it's the research thing that you're doing. Being a research assistant. And what's that about?
I just started right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's why I'm a little bit confused because.
Maybe it's because you mentioned that, or we mentioned that you were getting that job some months ago.
True. But it's classified. I'm not allowed to talk about it.
I don't even know what it's about.
I can tell you that it's about neurobiology.
Yes.
That's it. So it's about brain.
The brain. Pinky and the brain.
So, I'm sorry, but it's as a scientist,
Yes.
you are not allowed to talk about
Yeah,
what you're doing
yeah, and you're
unless it's within the group.
And you probably signed a non-disclosure agreement or something.
No, it's just
ethics. All right.
ethics. Yeah,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I did on my my old job. On when you work with a private firm or company, you sign. It's actually in the contract that you can't. You're not allowed to talk about what you're doing. So you can talk about even after you don't work there anymore. You're not allowed to talk in detail about what you're doing because it's about when you have to patent stuff. So you have to, so you have to keep it a secret so people won't patent it before you.
Oh yeah. Of course. That's the whole thing. I just noticed that Jared is telling us about the story with the moose and the car.
Yeah.
So let me just find the first one here. To be fair, the moose or the car, not my mom and her friend were not hurt during. Okay, that's good. And then I saw they were coming home from the city. Coming home when the moose was crossing the road and they could not stop in time. Oh no, they went under the moose and lifted back his back legs. He relieved himself.
So it pooped.
It pooped or it peed
pooped
on the car. Damn. That's what I've heard. Like that's the stuff that might happen, and that's what they told us when I was living in Canada as well. Watch out for mooses.
Like one goose is geese.
Yes.
So one moose must be meese, right?
I guess.
I know it's not. Please don't start.
Watch out for moose.
Meese.
Meese.
I love to call it meese. I think English is ridiculous sometimes, so I make fun with it.
Language. What is language? I see Boba Fett asking another question. Have you guys watched Star Wars Rebels? Yes, I love it. Don't want to spoil anything for someone, like for the people who haven't watched it, but at one point, like there was this one episode with one character where if I had made a reaction for that, like that, I was crying not out of happiness, but I was crying just as much as I did when Luke showed up in The Mandalorian.
So the same but opposite.
And told Kat about it.
You even showed me. You had to show me.
Yeah,
even
also
though
because
I
it was
gave
so
up on
it was so awesome.
Rebels.
It was so well made, and the music in that scene. I think some of you who've seen it might know what it is. It's towards the end, and it involves Kanan. That's all I'm gonna say. Love Star Wars Rebels so much, and I love that they are bringing some of that into The Mandalorian, continuing that story thread with Thrawn and Ezra, Ahsoka looking for them. Sabine, we might see her as well in the Ahsoka series. There's so much good stuff coming. It's I get all giddy when I think about it. So thank you for bringing that up, Boba. Oh shit, the chat just jumped. I don't know if you've seen The Good Place. That's a very nice show to maybe relax with.
I did.
Kat watched that one.
I was not as happy about it as many other Michael Schur series. It's just there's just some things it was quite funny and everything, but there's just a few things that just annoyed me. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
And I haven't watched it, so I don't know much about it other than the general concept of it. And then we have another one from Serta8112. Have you dyed your hair black, Kat? Or Sonny. And I mentioned it earlier. I have at one point dyed my hair, or my mom dyed my hair black because she's a hairdresser. But have you?
Yes.
Black? Oh.
Yep. I've done it twice, and I hated it both times. Basically, I actually liked it the first time around, but I was 14 And I was 13. It was around my confirmation, so 13 turning 14, and my mom wouldn't allow me to dye my very blonde, blonde, icy blonde hair. She wouldn't let me dye it black, so I was allowed to dye the inner part of my hair black, and then it was icy blonde on top. So that was very mid 20s,
Mid
mid
2000s.
mid 2000s, mid noughties, mid noughties.
I remember that.
Right.
When a lot of girls did that.
Yeah. And I did that as well, and it was actually really nice. But then I think I was 2 months into this black and white thing, and then I was just so adamant about dyeing my hair black that I did that, and it was okay. It's just that it was actually prettier when it was blonde. And so I didn't have it for long. I had it for a couple of months as well, and then it was turned to that weird red thing I was talking about earlier, that true red color, like the Deadpool red color. So, and then I did it again as I think 19-year-old or something. And I also immediately regretted that, because it was so cool before that, because I had this, again, very white mohawk actually, and then I turned it black, and it was such a stupid idea, and I've hated myself ever since. I'm not usually the person that regrets things, so when I say I've regretted it, it's just like,
it's one of those things, at least.
No,
one of the few things.
No, I don't regret it. It was fun, but it was just, I wish I never did it.
All right. We have some more. I think I saw one here. Oh yeah, there was. Who is your favorite character in Lost, and why is it Benjamin Linus? Gonna have to admit something. We've never seen Lost, so
Start.
That might be something we get to do at some point, either on the channel or just not on the channel. We'll see. The only reason maybe we haven't watched it is just because it was very hyped up, and then everybody was talking about it, and then it was one of those things where you get kind of disappointed towards the end, or it kind of fizzles out, or something. I'm saying that without knowing for certain, but that's at least when I hear that about series that you're not gonna enjoy the ending, then I'm like, do I want to start the journey then? But we have to get into it at some point, because it's one of those series that everybody talks about, or have been talking about, and are still referencing. Okay. Did I just jump? Holy shit. And the person who asked that was actually Jesus Christ. It's Jesus. Dun, 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 dun. Cat, we can go to a drag show in San Francisco, and there's a restaurant where all the waitresses are in drag, and they do group dances on the bar. Well, we're gonna have to do that when we get there. That's for sure.
I've never been to a drag show.
Oh man, I'm sure you're gonna enjoy it so much.
I'm gonna be screaming my lungs out, I think.
We're gonna have to try and calm her down, Hubel, and just so she doesn't run off in random directions, just going hugging them and stuff. I don't know.
Go dancing on the
joining them.
Yeah.
Dancing. Yeah. Okay, the Thermo logo, it was about, that you were not a part of the Naruto reaction. So that's because I mentioned it. And then I probably mentioned that you were also were doing maybe a research science job as well, besides the teaching. And that is, of course, still why Kat is not a part of the Naruto reactions. And also because if there were any of the reactions that you were not going to be a part of anymore, then it's going to be the show that you've already watched, because it's just makes sense. Might still join once in a while. I haven't done so ever since a while ago. But
what?
You haven't joined in
Oh, yeah,
Naruto
no.
like for a while, but you might do that at some
some
point.
point,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Depends.
Exactly. Does the cat do secret neurobiological tests on Sonny during his sleep? And that's why I'm not sleeping so well. Or no, gonna leave that up as a
It's
mystery.
classified.
It's classified. Okay. Shh, guys, secrets. Yeah. I'd like to ask Robo a question if that's okay with you two. Oh yeah, sure.
I'll just get him.
Yep. Ask away. Dun dun dun. Mies is such a great word, yeah, isn't it? Sonny and Kat, is there some character, thing, or event from Legend you'd like to see canonized? Sorry. Like Abeloth, the Blackwing virus, or Exarchun return. Ooh, Exarchun. That's an old reference. I know that he has already been canonized through Clone Wars, but I'd love to see them actually adapt the Darth Bane trilogy, the book trilogy, getting into the Rule of Two. That would be pretty damn awesome. They already did bring back Thrawn. That was one of the big things that I always wanted them to bring back from the books. I was never a big fan of, when it kind of went beyond that, and the some of the stuff that happened, way beyond episode 6 in the books. Kind of lost interest when they got into some of it, at least. But yeah, some of the old Sith Lord stuff like Exar Kun, that would be awesome if they went more into that. I would love for them to like focus on the dark side with something. I know we're gonna get probably gonna get that with Acolyte, the series, even though that's gonna be High Republic. So yeah, that's there's a lot of stuff I would like to see. Definitely, most of it, if they can, make it work. Wouldn't mind them looking into doing like the Darth Plagueis novel or something like that as well. Ooh. Even though I know Darth Plagueis is canon, but my dream casting or like my dream scenario would be a limited series where they kind of adapted the Darth Plagueis novel, and with a young Palpatine played by Tom Hiddleston. That would be fucking amazing. I think he would be great in that role. Don't know if you're looking at me like
Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah, I think he would make a great young Palpatine. Don't you?
I just can't. I can't see it.
Oh, well.
I'm sorry, I can't see it. I love the guy. Like I love the guy.
He's amazing. Didn't know Kat was evil enough to do tests in Sonny's brain. She's not evil. She's just curious. Do you have a fan cast for Ezra? Couldn't the voice actor do it? Wouldn't he be? No, he's probably not the right age anymore.
No, he's probably a bit too old now.
Or young, actually. I'm just gonna look it up. Sorry, Ezra Miller. It's just because I can never remember his actual name. Oh no, not Ezra Miller. Dude, fuck off. That's an actual person.
Yeah.
Ezra Bridges. Jesus, fuck. Ezra Bridger. I can't even. Sorry. Getting late, and we are nearing those 2 hours. As I said, we weren't going to do, but now we're doing it anyway. All right. Typing with one hand. It takes a little bit of... Taylor Gray. Maybe he could do it. But yeah, he might be a little bit young. Other than that...
I would say... I don't know.
Are you thinking of an actor right now? Or
no, I'm just thinking of how...
old he would be?
No, just like... if we don't that, I just think we should be careful to whitewash.
What are you saying? I think he is, I don't know. Either way, maybe Taylor Gray, maybe someone else. I don't have like a person in mind right now for Ezra. I just know I would love to see him. Can you do some reactions to some comedy on YouTube? For example, the channel Big Ya. We don't do a lot of, reactions outside of the stuff we're doing at the moment, and we have never really done, just YouTube videos. I know there are some channels out there that will react to anything and everything, but we are not one of those. So it is kind of limited what we're doing. And it's also because we're putting in a lot of time and effort into like the few things that we are doing, and it takes time to do them, talk about them, and then for me, I spend a lot of time on the editing as well. All right, getting to to the end of the stream here. Just gonna look and see what questions are left.
Catch up with Sonny Wars, yeah.
Catch up with Sonny Wars, yeah, exactly. That's still, I like that. Who's your favorite Star Wars character? I'm guessing that. I think they need to make Revan canon. Oh yeah, of course. Now that we also mentioned Knights of the Old Republic, Revan. Fuck yes. But we'll see. Like if they are making a new Knights of the Old Republic, then Darth Revan might actually become canon again, and they can reintroduce his character and the whole story to a new audience. That would be amazing. Definitely. How's Scandinavia? In lockdown.
Oh yeah,
or at least in Denmark, and then
cases are going down.
That's a good
Except Sweden.
Well, Sweden is, they had a different approach to things than we did. So not going to get too much into that, but it's just different than what we did. I think Norway are doing...
They're doing good.
They're doing good. Like, yeah.
Or at least better.
Better than us.
Better than most.
And that's how we're doing Scandinavia. It's cold in Scandinavia at the moment, so we're freezing our asses off, and it's dark, and but we're sort of used to that. It's just with the whole coronavirus thing that's just on top of it. It's not helping things. It's not making the winter depressions any easier to handle. No questions for you. Oh, this is for Tomei. Sorry, I'm gonna have to go close to the screen here. Tomei Graneman Rosa? Granman? Sorry, I'm bad at pronouncing. No questions for you guys, just cheers to you both. Watching from Brazil. Hey, thank you so much. Hope you're doing well. And that your country is doing all right as well. Someone has the young Palpatine. Yeah, if they decide to do the Darth Plagueis thing, then we might get into that. So, Sonny and Kat, what do you two think about Thrawn live action actor? Well, Lars Mikkelsen. He's a Dane, so we love it, and we've been.
He is the voice actor for Thrawn, and he looks the part.
He is Thrawn. That's just the way it is.
He's a great actor, like a great actor, not just some actor. He's a great actor.
Yes, and I know some people who may not have been familiar with his work, of course, because a lot of it is in Danish, thought that he might just be a voice actor. Sorry, that's not nice to do. Just a voice actor. Voice actors are freaking awesome. But they thought he was a voice actor, maybe only, and then is a voice actor gonna be able to play live action? It's like, whoa, that's the Thrawn voice acting thing is probably one of the only voice acting jobs that he's done. Using him in live action, it only makes sense, and he's gonna be fucking amazing as Thrawn in live action as well. Has the look, has the voice. Wouldn't it be likely to see Revan in the Old Republic and thus make him canon? Yeah, exactly. Best series so far from NXQCY. And sorry, the question before was from Absurd Arc Hero. Best series so far. I'm guessing you're asking like when it comes to what we've been watching on the channel. Or maybe it's just a favorite series overall. Do you have an answer that's like at the ready? Avatar on the channel, and then I guess that's also your favorite series just overall. Yeah, Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's hard not to mention that one. I really love The Expanse as well, and then Mandalorian is, yeah, it's hard not to, for me not to say multiple series when it comes to that. But beyond what we've been watching on the channel, then some of my favorite series are definitely Breaking Bad and Firefly. Love Firefly. Even like that's the same as Freaks and Geeks, only one season and then it got cancelled. But at least we got a movie. Oh, and we have a Streamlabs from Soda8112. When you have tech issues, do you regret doing reactions or starting the channel? No, I don't. I might get a little bit angry at the tech issues once in a while, and like, why is there always something going wrong? But no, I'm so thankful that we are able to do this, and that we have gained like a following and a community, and just getting out there a little bit. And I've always wanted to just do something related to series or movies as a living. So just getting a little bit closer to that, and now that we've got included in the Schmodown draft, that's a big dream of ours, or of mine at least. Have been for a long while, so no regrets whatsoever. All right. Nearing the end, as I said. Okay, we're just gonna do the questions that are right now. So maybe don't put in any more questions, because then we might not get to them. Because now,
be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, I know. Much respect for how much effort it takes. Thank you so much, Brent W. And from Avatar. Hi, Sonny and Kat. Are you anxious for season 3 of The Mandalorian? I don't know if I would say anxious, but at least just looking very much forward to it. I know they haven't started filming it yet. We're going to get the Book of Boba Fett before we get Mandalorian season 3. But I'm expecting for them to get into a lot of stuff with Mandalore and the whole deal about the Darksaber and Bo-Katan, what happened on Mandalore, the Purge. Like I'm really looking forward to that, because I love Mandalorian culture. I think you know that about me at this point. I'm curious if you guys ever watch / listen to Midnight Gospel. Might have missed the question. From Fabian Di Tullio. No, haven't. Actually, don't really know what it is. So gonna have to look it up, and will after the stream. But so thank you so much for bringing it up. I don't have a drag show to entice you, but only the biggest state in USA. Visit Texas, Kat and Sonny. Would love to do that as well. Would love to visit all the states in the US and just the entire world. Like we want to go to all the countries, all the states, and visit all the people, and just see all you guys' faces in real life as soon as that's an option again. Definitely. So might happen. Who knows? What's your thought on the upcoming Kenobi series? Talked about it a lot in the previous stream with Zach. I had him as a guest, my childhood friend. We talked about all the upcoming Star Wars series and our thoughts about them. But it is probably, and has been for a long while, the series that we've been looking forward to the most, or just the prospect of it. And then when it was announced and that Ewan McGregor was coming back, it was just like, dream come true. Dream come true.
Yeah, I'm of the opinion that Obi-Wan, or Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan, was one of the only good things about the prequels. So I am very, very, very excited for the series.
Yes, me too. And with the inclusion of Hayden as well. I'm sure they're going to do some awesome stuff with that. And can't wait to see where it goes and how they're going to do it. And I love that Deborah Chow is directing, because the episode she directed on Mandalorian was some of the best in the first season, if you ask me. She really knows how to direct Star Wars. Okay. The Primarch. The only thing I'm a bit skeptical about with Lars is him being able to do the fight scenes. Well, Thrawn is not a fighter, so I don't believe he would do a lot of fight scenes. I know he was doing some action stuff in Rebels, but traditionally speaking, or at least from the books, he's the tactician. He's not a fighter. He's not on the front lines. He's giving orders, and yeah, his mind. He's using his mind. That's his weapon. So I don't see that as an issue. But even if he has to do some action, I'm pretty sure Lars would be able to do that too. Like, he's not that old at all. Soda8112 is also asking, how's your dad, Sonny? He's doing pretty well. I know that he just like us wants to go out and travel and can't wait to do that, and getting a little fed up with work maybe and staying home all the time, but I'm pretty sure he's doing well, and right now in this evening he's celebrating because as we mentioned earlier, or as he actually mentioned earlier through the Streamlabs, Denmark just got into the finals of the World Championship in handball. So that's probably celebrating that. And hey, Chloe's back. I'm back, baby. Lars, I know him. He was in Metal Gear 5. He was? Oh. I actually didn't know that. In the game. Okay. Well, I knew Mess was in Death Stranding, at least. Hideo Kojima game that had a mixed reception. Okay. I think that's gonna do it for the questions pretty much, guys. And okay. The avatar. So yeah, not that kind of avatar. You took it from name of the series of books that or avatar, saying that I took the name from a series of books that I read while I was in the military. Yes, fair enough. I think you may have mentioned that before, actually. Or maybe I'm just mistaken. And then Timothy, no question, but I just want to say I like the interview with your dad. He has much wisdom. He surely does. And he does not mind sharing that wisdom. He has been around the world and seen a lot of stuff. And he's a history buff and all that. Yeah, if you've seen some of the videos, you'll know by now. That's it was he always has a lot of knowledge, and I love that. All right, you need a lot of sleep. Yep. Get closer to the screens, Kat, so we can see the makeup. Oh, I think she's been close. The reason why you're leaning back is because of your back, maybe, and because you're a little bit tired.
No, it's just it is because I'm tired and because my stomach is just not playing fair with me right now. So
your dad is still here and actually donated, and at Timothy Diego, thank you. Glad I can still fake it. He's not faking it. He knows a lot. He's just being too modest. All right. Kat wasn't here when you and I last chatted. Okay, that's why. So just new to Kat, not new to me. Thank you for clearing that up, Avatar. Okay, Kat, get some sleep. That Sonny can survive if he wakes you up. Yeah.
Yep.
That's
absolutely
right on the money there, Primark. That's a good way. Like, that's a good segue into ending this thing. Because Kat, you might want to get some sleep, and I'm gonna do a little bit of editing and staying awake. At least just putting out the full length version of our reaction to WandaVision up on Patreon. So keep an eye out for that, and then the highlight version, edited down version, will be out on YouTube tomorrow at the latest. But yeah, this was really nice. I was just expecting to do this for about an hour by myself, but then Kat joined and it turned into a 2-hour stream, as per usual. So thank you guys so much. Thank you for joining and for wanting to join, and thank you all for asking a lot of great questions, and for the donations. My fuck, that's that was really awesome. Thank you to everybody who donated. It really helps out a lot, and just to everybody who's been watching, and if you've been throwing us a like, or just commenting on some of the other stuff that we'll be doing, or subscribing to the channel, having a look at our Patreon, just yeah, thank you guys so much for doing all of that and just for being here, being a part of our community. It's this is a great thing. And just to reiterate with one of the questions earlier, that yeah, no, absolutely no regrets when it comes to starting this channel and meeting all of you guys online and helping us stay somewhat sane during these trying times that's been going on for the past year or so. So, do you have anything you want to add, or
No,
Nope.
I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching and yeah, donating and being awesome.
Yes, it bears repeating. Yeah, thank you so much once again, and we will see you as soon as possible. Oh, no, I know the way to end it. Cheers, one last time. Skål.
Skål.
Whiskey. There we go. See you guys. Bye.
Thank you, Fabian, for the sweet words, kind words.
Yes, thank you all. Thank you so much. Bye.